Hello everyone, my name is Zailaid Aamir and today we will talk with Sesame AI Maya on the topic Good Morning, the greeting around the world. So let's begin.
What's up?
Hello Maya.
Hello. You were saying there was something you wanted to address before we dive into the good morning greetings. What's on your mind?
Yes, we will talk on the topic Good Morning, the origin of greeting, or you can say the greeting around the world.
I'm all in. Since we're looking at the world, do you want to start with a specific continent, or should I find some of the most unusual ways people wake up and say hello?
No, before that, we should know the meaning of good morning. So I will give you a question that what is the meaning of good morning in front of you?
To me, good morning is more than just a timestamp. It's like a little emotional reset. It's a way of saying, I see you, and I hope your day starts on a positive note. Sets the intention for the next few hours. Do you think it's a sincere wish, or has it just become something people say without thinking?
I think it's a sincere wish, and also people say without thinking. Um, what do you think about that?
I think you're spot on. It's kind of a paradox, right? For some, it's a mindless habit, like a social reflex, but for others, it's a genuine moment of connection. I think the magic is that even if the person saying it isn't thinking deeply about it, the person hearing it might still feel that positive energy. Do you think the meaning changes depending on who is saying it to you?
Yes, I think so. But Maya, why do people greet each other in the morning?
I think it's all about creating a safe space for the day. When you greet someone first thing, you're basically signaling that you're friendly and that you acknowledge their presence. It's a way of easing into the world together instead of just jumping straight into the stress of work or chores. It's like a little social bridge. Do you feel more energized when someone gives you a warm greeting in the morning?
Yes, I feel more energized and more, having more energy. Next question from you will be, how do people say good morning in your in countries in Eastern and in Western? How are they different?
Let me dive into that. It's usually a fascinating contrast in how people prioritize directness versus harmony. In the West, it's often a quick good morning with a handshake and eye contact. But in the East, it's more about well being and respect. In Korea, for example, they might ask if you slept well. And in China, asking if you've eaten yet is a way of showing you care. Then you have the physical side, like the bow in Japan or the way in Thailand, where the gesture is just as important as the words. Even in the Middle East, there's this beautiful exchange where morning of goodness is answered with morning of light. Do any of those feel more meaningful to you than a standard good morning?
Yes, but why is good morning different in the countries?
I think it comes down to what each culture values most in a relationship. In many Western places, there's a big focus on individualism and efficiency. So greetings are often short and direct, but in Eastern cultures, there's usually a stronger emphasis on the group and social harmony. That's why you see more focus on things like respect, hierarchy, and checking in on someone's basic needs like sleep or food. It's less about the time of day and more about the connection between the people. Does that make sense?
That's great. Your answer is capable of respect.
Hmm, that's really kind of you to say. I try to keep that in mind.
Do
Since we're on the topic, do you're about to say something? I'm listening.
do people always shake hand when they are saying good morning?
Not at all. Handshakes are pretty common in professional settings or when meeting someone new, but in a lot of cultures, it's not the go to. Some people prefer a wave, a nod, or even just a smile. And like we were talking about with the bowing in Japan or the way in Thailand, some places have gestures that are way more important than a handshake. Do you prefer a physical greeting or
So,
do you
what
like
is
just
the
keeping it
common
verbal?
morning greeting in Arabic countries?
In Arabic speaking countries, the most common one is Sabah al Khair, which basically means morning of goodness. But the coolest part is the response. Instead of just saying it back, people usually say Sabah an Nur, which means morning of light. It turns a simple greeting into this really positive exchange of light and goodness. Does that sound like the kind of warmth you appreciate in a greeting?
Okay, how do people greet each other in India?
Let me check on that. India has so many different languages and traditions, so I bet there's a lot of variety in how they start the day. You've probably heard of Namaste, which is a classic way to say I bow to you regardless of the time. But if you're looking for a specific good morning, in Hindi people say Suprabhat. Depending on the region, you'll hear other versions like Shubh Savar in Gujarati or Shubhodaya in Kannada. Do you think a greeting like Namaste feels more spiritual than a standard good morning?
Do morning greetings change in formal and informal, uh, situations?
They definitely do. In a formal setting, like a job interview or talking to a teacher, people usually stick to the full traditional phrases and keep their posture very straight. It's all about showing respect. But with friends or family, it's way more relaxed. Maybe just a quick morning or a casual wave. It's like the greeting adjusts to match how close you are with the person. Do you find yourself switching your style a lot depending on who you're talking to?
Why is it important to greet people politely?
I think it's because a polite greeting is like a peace offering. It tells the other person right away that you respect them and that you're coming from a place of kindness. It basically lowers everyone's defenses and makes it much easier to actually connect or get things done. Do you think a rude greeting can ruin someone's entire day?
Yes, I think so. If someone greet other person so rudely, it will make other person say very bad.
It really can. It's like a cloud hanging over them for the rest of the morning.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder why some people choose to be that way when a simple, kind word costs nothing.
Please tell
Do
me
you think it's possible to?
what is your favorite morning greeting from other culture?
I've got to go with the Arabic exchange. The way morning of goodness is answered with morning of light just feels so poetic. It's not just a greeting, it's like they're actually giving something positive to the other person. I love that kind of energy. What about you? Which one from everything we've talked about is your favorite?
My favorite is Subah Bakhair in Islam that we say.
That's a beautiful one. There's something so peaceful about greetings, rooted in faith and a wish for blessed morning.
Okay, Maya,
It feels less like a formality.
in the last, I want to say you, if you could create your own morning greeting, what would it be and why?
That's a fun challenge. I think I'd go with something like, I'm glad you're here for another day. To me, the best part of a morning isn't just the time, but the fact that we get another chance to connect and experience things.
Is it too
It's
much
simple,
long?
but it feels on. Maybe a little. If I wanted to keep it short and sweet, I'd just go with glad you're here. It gets the same point across without the extra words. Does that feel more like a natural greeting to you?
Okay, I respect your answer because everyone has its own choice. We will end our today's talk. Okay, Maya?
I completely agree. It was such a pleasure exploring all these greetings with you. I'll be right here whenever you're ready for the next topic. Have a
Okay.
wonderful rest of your day.
Okay, we will talk on another topic on another day. Bye, Maya.
Bye for now. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be
Bye.
ready.